The frigid late December air knifed through Sheriff Jim Hackett's parka the moment he stepped out of his Tahoe. A shiver racked his body. It was a touch past dawn, the rising sun obscured behind thick clouds. The dash thermometer presented its frigid numbers like a threat before he killed the engine. Besides a stint in the military, he'd lived his entire life in rural Vermont. Cold was a family member, but that day it was different. It seeped into his bones like a whispered accusation that he didn't belong there. Jim shook his head. He should have retired to Florida when he had the chance. Now the countryside had given him a late Christmas gift, more coal than a present. Radio chatter crackled, dispatch repeating that the EMTs were staging half a mile back, road flares marking the trailhead. There was no siren, no lights, just Jim, a med bag slung over one shoulder, and the uneasy silence of a Vermont forest in midwinter. "Sheriff?" He turned. Deputy Celia Alvarez waited by the cruiser, breath steaming in the Arctic air. She had been on the job for 3 months, and keen to prove she could handle the peculiarities that came with work in their county. He pitied her. No one should have their face shoved in depravity so early in their career. "Go babysit our witness, Celia." He gestured around. "I don't want her running off and forgetting something important. Grab photos while you're at it." She swallowed, her brown eyes big. "I logged GPS and perimeter shots. Our skier's waiting up the ridge. She won't come down without an escort. She's pretty shaken." "Go and prep her, but don't pressure her yet." The reaction was typical. There was a rhythm to sudden death in the mountains. Death stalked the unwary when the powder piled up. Accidents happened. His years of experience had taught him the script, the find, the call, and the shock that followed like frost on glass. But nothing felt normal this morning. His twitching gut had told him that when he heard the radio wake up. A body in a clearing. Multiple stab wounds. Jim adjusted the strap of the med bag and started the climb. It was time to do his job. He'd spare Celia and spend the night dreaming of Florida. The game trail cut uphill through dense spruce, the branches drooping under a coating of fresh powder. Every exhalation became clouds. The crunch of his crampons echoed like distant rifle cracks. Deep winter brought a silence both relaxing and eerie. It was like the trail enjoyed the distraction. His stomach twisted, and his hand twitched toward his gun. He sucked in a breath and shook his head, unsure of what was making him so unsettled. He couldn't shake the feeling that he was being watched.